WWE shocker, Liv hurt and Brock gone? WWE chaos, major changes explained. Liv Morgan injury rocks WWE. Brock Lesnar return cancelled? WWE's biggest backstage drama. What really happened behind the scenes that caused WWE to suddenly face so many problems at once? And how does a company filled with some of the biggest names in wrestling end up dealing with an injury scare, a shocking release, and a cancelled Brock Lesnar return all at the same time? Because right now, the WWE universe is looking at a situation that feels like everything changed overnight, and the deeper you look, the more questions start appearing. WWE has always been a place where one announcement can completely change the entire landscape. One injury can force months of plans to be rewritten. One release can leave fans wondering why a superstar was suddenly gone. And one missing legend can create a mystery that keeps everyone talking. This time, the spotlight is on Liv Morgan, another surprising WWE departure, and the uncertain future of Brock Lesnar. So today, we're breaking down everything, looking at what happened, what it could mean, and why fans are questioning what comes next. Let's start with Liv Morgan, because this situation immediately caught the attention of fans everywhere. Liv has become one of the most talked about names in WWE's women's division. Whether fans love her character or debate how she has been booked, there's no denying that she has created a strong connection with the audience. Every time she appears, people pay attention. But now, injury news has created a lot of uncertainty around her future. And in wrestling, injuries are always complicated. One moment a superstar is at the center of a huge storyline, and the next moment everything has to be changed. It's like spending hours building something and then someone knocks it over right before you finish. Suddenly, everyone has to start over. The timing of Liv Morgan's injury makes things even more interesting because WWE doesn't only plan 1 week ahead. Storylines are connected. Rivalries, championship matches, and future events are usually built months in advance. When one important piece is removed, the whole picture can look completely different. That's why fans started asking questions. What happens to Liv's current plans? Who replaces her if she's out? Does WWE change the entire direction of the division? These are the questions fans immediately started discussing online because wrestling fans are basically detectives. Give them one small detail and suddenly everyone is trying to solve the biggest mystery in WWE. Some people are analyzing every backstage rumor like they're preparing a case for court, all while sitting at home eating chips. But beyond Liv Morgan's injury, another major topic has started making waves, and that is another unexpected WWE release. Releases are nothing new in professional wrestling. WWE has gone through many rounds of talent cuts over the years. Sometimes fans see them coming, but other times they leave everyone completely shocked. The surprising part is when a superstar leaves and fans feel like there was still more potential there. That's when the conversations begin. People start wondering if WWE made the right decision, if the talent was used properly, or if there was something happening behind the scenes that nobody knew about. Because the wrestling business is much bigger than what fans see on television. There are contracts, creative decisions, timing issues, and plans that can change instantly. Sometimes a move that looks confusing today makes perfect sense later. Other times fans look back years later and say, wait, they actually let that person go? And honestly, wrestling history is full of moments like that. This release has also added to the bigger discussion about WWE's current direction under Triple H. Since taking control of creative, Triple H has made plenty of changes. Some decisions have been praised by fans, while others have created heated debates. That's wrestling for you. Everyone has an opinion, and every fan thinks they have the perfect booking idea that would fix everything. The internet is basically filled with millions of people ready to run WWE from their bedroom. And speaking of decisions that fans have questioned, LA Knight has also been part of the conversation. LA Knight became one of those rare superstars who gained massive popularity because the fans simply connected with him. His reactions were impossible to ignore. The crowd basically forced WWE to pay attention. But over time, many fans have wondered if WWE fully committed to him or if his momentum slowed down. That's where the speculation begins. Did WWE change their plans? Did they move in another direction? Or is there still something bigger waiting for him? Because in wrestling, things are rarely as simple as they appear. A superstar can disappear for weeks and suddenly return with a huge storyline. Another wrestler can look like they are destined for the top, and then everything changes overnight. Now, we get to one of the biggest questions surrounding this entire situation: Brock Lesnar. For years, Brock has been one of WWE's biggest attractions. He doesn't need to appear every week because when he shows up, everyone notices. The music hits, the crowd reacts, and suddenly everyone wants to know what's about to happen. That's the kind of impact very few wrestlers can create. But now, uncertainty around Brock Lesnar's possible return has created even more questions. The idea of Brock coming back always creates excitement because he's one of those rare names who can instantly change the feeling of a show. But if those plans have been cancelled or delayed, fans naturally want to know why. Was it a creative decision? Was it timing? Did WWE change direction? With Brock, there's always a mystery because he's not just another superstar. He's a major attraction. A cancelled Brock Lesnar return could affect more than one storyline. WWE often uses major names to build big events. Brock's involvement can change opponents, matches, and championship plans. So if those ideas are no longer happening, someone else has to step into that role. And that brings us back to the bigger question. What exactly is happening behind the scenes in WWE? Liv Morgan's injury, a surprise release, and Brock Lesnar's uncertain return all create the same feeling. Something is changing. Now before we continue, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy these WWE breakdowns. It helps the channel grow, and it lets me know you want more videos covering the latest wrestling stories. Also, drop a comment and tell me what you think. Do you believe WWE is making the right moves, or are they creating problems that could hurt them later? Because one thing about wrestling fans is that they remember everything. A decision made today can become the biggest debate months or even years from now. Wrestling history has shown us that sometimes the moves people criticize become genius later. And sometimes the fans are right from the very beginning. Looking at Liv Morgan's situation, the biggest concern is simply the uncertainty. Injuries are unpredictable, and the most important thing is recovery. Fans can debate storylines and championships all day, but the person behind the character matters most. Hopefully, Liv returns stronger whenever the time is right because when she's involved, she brings a unique energy that fans recognize. Whether you support her or criticize her booking, there's no denying she makes people talk. As for the WWE release, that story will likely continue creating discussions. Fans will keep asking whether it was the right decision and whether WWE missed an opportunity. That's how wrestling works. Every decision creates a reaction. And then there's Brock Lesnar. That situation remains one of the biggest question marks. Will he eventually return? Will WWE completely change their plans? Could he appear when nobody expects it? With Brock, you honestly never know. That unpredictability is part of what makes him such a fascinating figure. When Brock is gone, people wonder when he'll return. When he comes back, everyone wonders who he's targeting. So while WWE continues moving forward, fans are watching every move closely. A single injury, a single release, and a single cancelled return can completely change the direction of the company. And that's what makes wrestling so unpredictable. It's not just about what happens inside the ring. It's about the stories, the surprises, the reactions, and the questions that keep everyone invested. The next few weeks could reveal a lot. Maybe these changes lead to something bigger. Maybe WWE has